Y'all know something? Nobody hates you more than the man who thought you wouldn't leave. Oh, baby, you thought, baby, I was just plotting on escape. You thought I'm about to stay here and let you cheat on me, dog me out, mentally abuse me, and tell me I don't look good, or I can't do this, or I can't do that? You thought I was about to stay with you when you was cheating on me when I was pregnant? Before I was pregnant? Baby. Yeah. No man hates you more than a man who thought you was not gonna leave. Joke's on you, buddy.
Have you ever dealt with a man that hates you for the things that he did to you? Those are the worst kind of men. A man that holds on to anger and bitterness towards you for what he did to you. And once you finally leave, that's when the anger comes out, the bitterness. And it is so like, I really just sit there and I'm like, you're mad at me years later for what you did to me. You're mad at me because I finally stood up for myself, finally left a relationship where you treated me horribly, and now you hate me. And it's just like, I just sit there and I'm just like, you're mad at yourself. You're mad because I finally was like, this is enough. And you thought I would never leave. So if you're dealing with a man years later that is still bitter, that still does actions, that still like says things to you, and you're like, you're mad at yourself for what you did to me. And that is the worst kind of man to deal with. Because there's no accountability. There's no like, this is my fault. I left because of you.
Have you ever been in a relationship where the other partner thought you wouldn't walk away or you wouldn't leave because of some behaviors or because of some things those people do? When you finally walked away, how did they react? How did you feel? Did you ever regret? Please, you can also be part of this conversation by dropping your comment in the comment section. Without wasting a lot of time, let us get into the videos.
Feel the need to step up and be better because he starts to believe you ain't going nowhere.
This is a major fact. When a man knows that he can walk all over you and treat you any kind of way and you're going to still be there, he does not respect you. He has no reason to apply pressure and make sure that he stays on his P's and Q's. It's a universal principle that we want to do the least amount of things to get the most bang for our buck. And so if somebody is not demanding more, you will not get more. This is why I always advise people, man or woman, to be with somebody who holds you accountable and somebody who is not afraid to put you in your place and leave your ass if you don't straighten up. My father used to say nobody wants somebody that nobody else wants, because deep down we all want to feel like we have a catch. So stop acting like you ain't got other options out here and you can't leave if he ain't doing better. And fellas, stop settling for women who don't demand better out of you. It's the only way we grow. It's the only way we have successful relationships.
And there's probably a man out there that hates you for leaving him because of his actions. Classic, just a man that you finally got tired of how he treated you, however, whether it was abuse or cheating, and you finally decided to leave, and now he hates you. Now he's the victim. And it's so crazy to me because I see it all the time. A man will sit there and literally push a woman to leave, and the minute that she leaves and he realizes she's not coming back, hate, instant hate. Instant treating her horrible, calling her names, all of this. But all of those years you treated that woman horrible. And it's just, they get so angry because they know you're never coming back. No matter what they do, no matter how much they apologize, not coming back. And they'll hate you and they'll stalk you for the rest of your whole life.
The most powerful tool that you have at your disposal as a woman is your ability to walk away. A man that thinks that there is nothing that he could do, nothing that he could say that would make you leave, Men that know that you're not going anywhere, that will only give you the bare minimum. He has to always fear that you will leave. And I'm not talking about bluffing either. I know that it's easier said than done to walk away from a relationship that you've had for 5 years. It's hard to walk away from a marriage that you've been in. But if a man thinks that it's too much of a hassle, you're not really going to do it, it's too much red tape, you're just too comfortable, if he feels like you're not going anywhere, he will never, ever give you what it is that you want, what you need, what you require. These are the kind of men that wait until they really see that you're serious about leaving them. Now all of a sudden, here he comes with the flowers. The flowers you've been asking for years. When he sees that he's lost you, now all of a sudden he got a big bouquet. Now he's got all the dates planned. The guy who would never plan dates. The guy who would never dress up and take you out. All of a sudden he's in a suit outside. Men will wait until they feel like they're about to lose you to finally give you what you want. The ability to walk away from a relationship that is no longer serving you is your superpower. Like I said, this is not for bluffing. Because once you tell a man that you're going to leave if he cheats, and he cheats and you stay, girl, your word means nothing. He's going to think you're a joke. Even if he stays with you, he'll never take you seriously because you didn't keep your word. If you tell him that you'll leave, if you find out that he's been texting other women and you stay, when you don't stand by your own standards, he won't either. So the man who's so private and we both know what we have and I don't like people in our business and in all these different things that he's saying, like when you're about to leave, oh yeah, he's going to post you on his Facebook, his Instagram, his TikTok. Oh, he's ready to post you now because he knows what it's going to take to keep you. Sometimes the best thing you could do for a man is leave him. Let him go figure it out and get it right with the next girl, but not you. He had his chance and he blew it.
You guys don't know how often I've heard from a man that I've dealt with that be on some bullshit. And then after the fact that I leave, they'll sit there and look at me in the face and be like, oh, I didn't think you were actually going to leave. You guys have to understand that when men start playing games, cheating, lies, manipulation, right? They are banking on the fact that you are going to tolerate it. Like, yeah, she's going to be upset, but she's not actually going to leave. That's why I need us as a collective, us women, to start actually standing on business and leaving these men. For me personally, like, there's a lot of women that sit there and be like, oh, why did I have to go through all the terrible stuff? And then when he got into the next relationship, he treated her exactly how I've been wanting to be treated. It means it wasn't your man. It wasn't your man. I'm okay with being the woman that has to stand on business. So if it doesn't work out between me and him, the next woman gets a better man, right? Because if we all do this as a collective, at some point, you will land your person, right? If the person ends up in a better situation with somebody else, it means he wasn't supposed to be yours in the first place. I can make peace with that. I'm okay with having to be the trendsetter so somebody else can get a better man, because I know at some point I will find my Prince Charming by standing on business and continuing to run a strict program. But those of y'all that are tolerating these men's BS, you are messing up the game for some of us who actually take our lives serious. So I just need all of us as a collective to want better, love ourselves, respect ourselves enough to leave when a situation is not serving us anymore.
You need to make sure that man that you're dealing with know that whenever he start his bullshit, you need to make sure you let him know it's very easy for you to leave. Do not let no man think that you gonna sit around and put up with his bullshit. Cause the moment that he get in his mind that you gonna put up with whatever he throw at you, he gonna keep the bullshit coming. And then you gonna look up and it's gonna be 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 years later and you still gonna be dealing with shit and you gonna be like, damn, I done forgave him for all this and that and he still ain't changed. Yeah, he gonna keep motherfucking doing it. And then he gonna get with another woman that show his ass, hey, I'm not tolerating that. And he gonna take her more serious because she take herself seriously. So yeah, whenever a man get up on the bullshit, you need to show him it's very easy for me to leave. You need to make sure a nigga know, nigga, I asked you for bottled water. Not tap. I'm leaving at the smallest inconvenience. I'm sorry. I'm not telling y'all to be childish. I'm just saying, make sure that man know that it's very easy for you to leave. Because the moment that he see that you gonna put up with anything, he gonna start doing any motherfucking thing. And guess what he gonna say? She gonna stay. I was having conversations with this dude yesterday. We was just chilling. And the nigga told me the bitch he dealing with, she just won't leave. He said he has done everything. She won't leave. He said he has said everything to her and she won't leave. And he telling the next woman this. That's what I'm saying when it come to me. They'll be sitting up telling the next bitch. They'll be telling their homeboys shit about you. How easy you is to play. How easy you is to manipulate. How your motherfucking ass won't leave. How you willing to stay through whatever. Yeah, Cause I don't want no nigga sitting around telling nobody nothing about me. Talking about she won't leave. She just won't leave me alone. I done did everything to the bitch. That right there, that'll make me lose my cool. Cause a lot of time we doing it because we love that person and want to be without them. Whole time they gonna keep doing shit cause they want you to leave. They tired of you. You not for them. That's why when a person show you that you're not the one for me, I'm doing shit that you're not the one for me, it's time to go. I don't understand why we don't understand this. I'm just saying.
There is no one who hates you more than a man who thought you wouldn't walk away or you wouldn't end the relationship. These men, they always think that women leave them for other men. Yet in actual sense, sometimes women leave them just for their own peace of mind. These men do a lot. They torture you. They treat you with disrespect. They lie to you. They cheat on you. And instead of taking accountability for what they did, they start playing the victim. They start telling people the good side, leaving out their bad side. They always make you the bad one in front of other people who are outside your relationship. I tell women, if you are somewhere where you are not loved, where you are treated with disrespect, please move away. Walk away if you can. Because if you think that man will change, my dear, he will never change. And he will continue to disrespect you because he thinks you are there, you have nowhere else to go.
Listen to me closely. This message is not for everybody. Someone is panicking today. And it's not because they love you, because their control stopped working. See, they ignored your tears. They laughed at your boundaries. They called you dramatic when you spoke up. And they kept crossing the line because they were convinced one thing, that you were never going anywhere. But then something shifted in your energy. You just stopped arguing one day. You stop chasing. You stop proving your worth to people who already decided they wouldn't see it. Now they're reaching out and they're watching your page, especially if you're in no contact with this person. They're stalking you. I'm hearing asking other people about you. Y'all might have had the same friend group or whatever. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out why the version of you that they controlled is gone. What's going on with them? But here's the part they did not expect. Once a person finally remembers who they are, they can't manipulate them no more. That old version of you is gone. And that's the part that keeps somebody awake at night. Now, I need you to do me a favor, because if you're done giving people unlimited access to your peace, I need you to comment locked out. Don't forget to like, share, follow me for more content, and most importantly, save this message as your reminder. I'm proud of you. And until next time.
I need you to hear this and really let it land. He did not lose you by accident. He did not just drift away. He did not just get fucking confused. He made choices repeatedly that led him exactly to this outcome. And a part of him knew the whole time what he was doing. Queen, men are not as clueless as they seem. We be knowing when we're pulling back. We know when we're being inconsistent. We know when we're keeping somebody around without giving them what they actually fucking need from us. We know. That whole time, I didn't know what I had until it was gone. That story could be real to an extent. But that doesn't mean that he was blind while he had you. It means he thought he could keep getting away with it. He thought you'd always be there and keep forgiving him. He gambled on your patience, your love, and loss at the same time. That is not your fault. That is not a reflection of your worth. That is a reflection of where he is at with his healing, where he's at in his growth and his readiness to do some real shit. You didn't need to do more, and you don't need to do more. You need him to be ready, and he wasn't. So stop carrying all of this unnecessary weight, because you're carrying the weight of his choices like it's something that you did wrong. What you did right now, you love somebody who wasn't equipped to receive it. That says everything about him, and that says very little about you.
They thought that you would stay no matter what they did, and now they're being laughed at for losing you. And this person really took you for granted. They thought that no matter what they did to you, you were just gonna stick around and just like forgive them. And you was around for a minute because you kept thinking this person was going to change. And you even tried to communicate the issue, and they even agreed with you. They let you know like, hey, like they need to change this and that. But they were only telling you that with no intention to change. And when someone says something and they don't change the behavior, that's manipulation, and you got tired of dealing with it. So when you finally left, it wasn't no big argument. It wasn't no like, this is what I'm doing. You just silently left and walked away from that person. And now they're like crashing out because not only did they lose your energy, people that knew about your guys' dynamic is now laughing at this person because they know who you are. They know that you are a forgiving person, and they also know that that person was benefiting from you being in their life. So they're laughing at that individual and pretty much making them like telling them like, how'd you mess that up? That person forgives pretty easily. And now that your absence is being more permanent and they're seeing that as the time is going by, they're starting to realize that they should have treated you a whole lot better.
Nobody hates you more than a narcissist who thought you would never leave. A narcissist believes you will never leave them because they have trapped you in every possible way, whether financially, psychologically, or emotionally. They destroy your confidence so badly that they start believing you will never have the courage to walk away, no matter how badly they treat you. But when you actually leave them, they cannot tolerate that shock. Their hatred goes to a completely different level, and they can go to any extent to assassinate your character. You will not believe how obsessed they become. They'll stay up all night, sit with people, talk about you, and obsess over only one thing: how to destroy your character. They will become friends with people they never used to talk to, only because those people can help them attack your reputation. This shows how badly you are winning this game. The narcissist becomes obsessed with you that you live in their head day and night. You may even come into their dreams because they never imagined you would actually leave them. They cannot take it well. And the reason they cannot take it well is because your leaving does not just feel like a breakup to them. It feels like an insult to their false God complex. They thought they were the center of your universe. They thought they had programmed you so deeply that you would keep tolerating anything just to stay connected to them. They thought your fear was stronger than your self-respect. They thought your trauma bond was stronger than your own soul. So when you leave, you do not just leave a person, you break the story they created about you. You prove that you were not as weak as they assumed. You prove that their control was not permanent. You prove that the person they were laughing at, humiliating, manipulating, and taking for granted was quietly becoming strong enough to walk away. This is why they start hating you so much with such intensity, and it has nothing to do with you as a person. If you're trauma bonded and do not know how to leave despite wanting to leave, there is a way. I've created a program called Break the Trauma Bond with a Narcissist in 5 Steps, and I would like you to join it. Link is in my bio. I'll see you on the other side.